Hello and welcome back. If you, wow, I was about to say welcome back if you're new here. That doesn't make any sense. Hello, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome in. Anyway, today we have our little animagus and werewolf thing going on here. It is Harry Potter themed, but you don't have to like Harry Potter. Obviously, I don't support J.K. Rowling and her crazy ass views. But yeah, I still really like the Marauders, and I feel like Harry Potter is kind of its own thing now, and it's very, very queer. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do a reading on that. And I also have other readings planned that are also to Harry Potter. I have a tea leaf reading, like a charms reading for like charms class. And then I have like dragons. We'll see how that goes. But today we have is this person Traitor? And I was gonna make it friendship focused because, you know, rat boy over here is technically a friend, not a lover, but I'm just gonna see what messages come through because I'm sure for some of you you're asking about a lover. I guess a lover, that always sounds weird. A partner, I guess, a potential individual to be with. But yeah, I also noticed I don't have a lot of love readings on my channel, so I'm gonna try to incorporate some more of that. But yeah, we'll see. So I'll just give you a minute to pick your piles, and then I'll see you at your reading. Alright, hello pile number 1 with the stag spirit. This is your reading, and it's the stag spirit says take the lead, so we'll see what that's about. Oh my god, and like James Potter is the leader, pop off. Alrighty, and then we have Sirius in that cup. I'm nerding out right now, I'm sorry if you're not here for the Harry Potter vibes. Here's my drink. Beep, beep. Strength in reverse. Ugh, not Lucius. Is this why he should be a king? Why is he depicted as a page? I was about to say he should be the page, but alright. Okay, Draco Malfoy. We got 2 Malfoy babies. That's unsettling. Alrighty. The 4 of Cups. King of Cups. Okay, well, first off, 2/3 of your reading are people. So I just feel like there's a lot of influence of like other people on this. I don't know if it's like a lot of gossip or if it's like an entire group that you're hanging out with. It does say take the lead, so maybe there is like a group that you're taking the lead with, but yeah, the King of Cups, Page of Swords. Let me pull more cards because I'm like, what? When there's so many like court cards, I'm like, what are you telling me right now? The 10 of Pentacles. Okay, maybe it's co-workers. It could be family. Page of Pentacles in reverse shows, or I'm sorry, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse shows like the dark side of your family. And then we have the 10 of, yeah, okay, so I'm getting the vibe that this is family. If that is not the vibe you are going for, if that is not what you're asking about, maybe try a different pile. I'm sorry about the glare. Okay. Yeah, it's not looking like a good situation for your family right now. It looks like there's a lot of disharmony. And then with the Four of Cups in reverse, it makes me feel like you might be trying to get other people, whatever this problem is about, like you might be trying to get other people on your side, or like to care about the situation, but it feels like it's met with a lot of apathy. And then with the Strength in reverse, to me that's like, I can't do this on my own, or like the feeling that you can't do this on your own. And so yeah, which is interesting because it's like take the lead. I wonder if you're like waiting for someone else to kind of take the lead and no one else like cares enough to do so. But I feel like maybe once you take the lead, they'll follow. Let's see if we can get some more information on what this issue is about. It could be money with the Ten of Pentacles. Justice in reverse. Yikes. Okay. Okay, so there was a transgression of some sort. I was getting... I don't even know if I want to say that. That's pretty dark, but... And then the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Yeah, I just feel like somebody in your family, like, wronged somebody else. I don't know if it's you specifically, but I feel like you are taking the side of the person who was wronged. And, I feel like maybe this person got away with it for a while. And it's just like... I kind of think of like your clock is ticking. I just feel like, yeah, you're trying to get this person to either face justice, or if it's not that serious, you know, if it's not something incriminating, maybe it's just like, hey, trying to even out your wrongs or something. But I just don't think this person is doing that, and I don't feel like anyone is kind of holding this person accountable. And it's causing distress among everyone else. The King of Cups, that, I mean, that to me is a family man. You don't have to be a man, but I just feel like you're very emotionally stable. Some of you might laugh at that, but maybe like in comparison to the people around you, you might be a little more mature emotionally. And yeah, I feel like because of your maturity, you're being asked to take the lead. It's kind of like Harry, right? You have the Grim, but it's just kind of like Harry feels like he's just a kid, right? He's like, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry if you don't like Harry Potter and you don't care about these references, but I promise you it's relevant. He very much feels like, I don't want to be the hero of the story. I don't want to freaking, like, you don't want to take the lead right now. You're like, I don't want to do this. But I feel like all situations kind of point to you being the leader. And so you might be a reluctant leader. And with the Four of Cups, maybe you're the apathetic one. I don't think you are. Because I feel like you care about the person that was hurt in the situation. But you just don't want to take the lead on it. And then we have the Queen of Wands. So it could be like a mother, or it could be like a woman, but it doesn't have to be. Queen of Wands in reverse is like self-esteem issues. It's like getting down on yourself. So it might be you with the Strength in reverse here. Like, again, you feel like you can't do this. You feel like, why do I have to be the one? Like, it just kind of maybe imposter syndrome, I guess. And the Page of Wands in reverse. Maybe there's someone here being impulsive as well. Because we have two wands in reverse. Like, maybe someone's... I just heard, like, talking out your ass. So maybe someone's, like, saying really mean things, or, like, trying to get other people to hush up. And you're just, like, not having it. Oh my god, I just... I got the image of, like, Gryffindor. Like, you're very brave. You're very, yeah, like, brave and courageous. But there's... I forget what the word is. It's like... like you do what's right. And I feel like the people around you don't really, like with the apathy here, it's kind of like they don't care if it's right or it's wrong. They're just like, I don't want to deal with it. And that's pretty fucked up. And you're like not letting that happen. You're like, hello, no, that's wrong. And even though you don't want to take the lead, or maybe you don't want to say anything, maybe you don't want to ruffle any feathers, but you do have the Page of Swords here. And so the swords indicate communication. And a Page of Swords to me is kind of like starting communication, like starting it. You know, what do they say? Like, is it dipping your toes in the water or something? Like, you don't have to necessarily like completely dive into it, but I feel like once you start getting, right now you're very much like, I don't want to do this, I can't do this, you know, Harry Potter being like, I'm not trying to be fucking Lord Voldemort's enemy right now, but I feel like once you start getting into it, you'll realize that it's a very smooth transition for you. Yeah, but I just feel like this is family discord regarding a family member that has done something wrong, and everyone's kind of trying to like sweep it under the rug, and you're like, that's not gonna happen, nice try. And it's great that you got the stag, dude. Like, that's total James Potter energy. Again, this will be the last time I apologize, but sorry if you're not a Harry Potter fan. This is very much James Potter energy, though. Let's see what else we can pull. Let's see if there's any fellow animal spirits that want to accompany you. Got the badger. Be fearless and bold. Yeah, so you know that Gryffindor energy I was talking about earlier? Yeah, right now you're kind of like timid, I'm getting. Like, you don't want to do this. You're not sure if you even can if you wanted to, but they're like, no, like, jump into it. You got this. Truth transcends illusion. Yeah, so I feel like right now your family is very much living in Delulu land. They are pretending it's not happening. They are just sweeping it under the rug, and you're like, nice try. Not gonna happen. Time to heal. So whatever this transgression was, like, it is time to heal, and I feel like this is part of the healing process. Like, if everyone just kind of ignores it and pretend it's not happening to protect the person that you know, did the wrong thing, that's kind of effed up. And that's definitely like, to me, that's like another form of trauma, right? Like, this person did something terrible to you, and then you told your family, who hypothetically are supposed to be the people that care about you and will always have your back, and then your family didn't care. I feel like that's traumatizing you all over again. So I feel like you will stop a lot of pain from coming to this person. I was gonna say, not to give you main character energy, but you're literally the main character. Like, hello, James Potter. Hello, Harry Potter. You're out here. But yeah, so I feel like you're gonna help not only your family heal, you know, breaking those generational traumas. Like, we do not accept shitty people here. But I also feel like you're gonna help that individual heal, because you're gonna stop them from being re-traumatized. You're not gonna allow people to sweep it under the rug. And then we got Spider, which says, make your dreams real, which sounds corny, but maybe that could be an additional message about dreams here. It could be literal dreams. Sometimes our ancestors come to us, so if you're receiving any messages that are weird about your family in your dreams, maybe that's a situation of like, this is like a generational thing you have to work through to help, you know, it's like ancestor work, it's like shadow work. Yeah. And I feel like spiders are already associated with the shadows. So if you're receiving messages in your dream, but also make your dreams real. I feel like you do want your family to heal, and I feel like that can't happen if you just keep pretending that everything's all right. So it's just a message to like push you forward, I suppose. Archetype. So we're gonna get, wow, this is interesting because I feel like the reading became more about you and your uncertainty in the role of, you know, like the leader, and like guiding people when the question is supposed to be like, is this person a traitor? So just like if that was a doubt in your mind, I feel like this is further confirmation, like, yes, this person did wrong somebody. Because I know sometimes, you know, when there's no quote-unquote evidence, people try to say, well, maybe they're making it up. Why are we going to break the family up over something that's made up? So just letting you know. Mentor. So this is you right now. I'm going to pull 2 cards for you. Passing wisdom and refining a student's character, sorry. Yeah, so I feel like you're going to teach your family. Okay, 2 cards keep coming out for you. You're going to teach your family, like how it's done, basically. I feel like maybe they haven't had examples. Again, this idea of like a generational curse or a generational trauma. So no one has really been taught how to do it because, you know, like, oh, our mom swept it under the rug, or like her great grandma swept it under the rug too, whatever. So I feel like no one's really had an example. And then you come along and you're like main character over here. So I feel like, yeah, it's kind of like your role in your family right now is to guide others. And you pulled 2 additional cards, so I guess I'll do 3. Loyalty, tenacity, unselfishness, companion. Yeah, so I feel like this family member that you're protecting, like you're very close to. And again, I mean, the Hufflepuffs are loyal if you're a Hufflepuff, but I feel like loyalty is also a trait associated with Gryffindors. And James specifically, I mean, if you read all the young dudes, I know it's not canon, but the fans have basically decided it's canon. It's like James is very much like, he's loyal to a fault almost, like whether it's right or it's wrong, and a lot of the times it's wrong because he was bullying Snape. He stood by, you know, his buddy's side. So I just feel like you right now, it's not even wrong, it's right. and so you're just being asked to be loyal, I suppose. And then we have, I love the freaking color scheme here, pop off. We have mother. So again, I was saying like, what did I say, family man earlier with the King of Cups? But again, I said you didn't have to be a man, but like you, just like a mother figure, a nurturing figure, a mentor, which is great. Nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy, and giving birth to life. Yeah, I just, again, more messages about like breaking the trauma. Oh, and then this other person, trickster, obviously. Transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. And then we got the seeker in reverse. Inability to commit to a path once found. Interesting. Okay. And I'll just pull a 3rd one, because why the fuck not? Oh my god! I'm like, I'll pull a 3rd one and then 2 more come out. Okay, so with the trickster, obviously, I mean, it's not in its shadow attribute, but still, I just don't like the general idea of a trickster. Transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. Okay, that's interesting that it came out in its light attribute. It makes me feel like maybe this person's very charming, even though they're obviously, not a good person. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like all tricksters, if you work with like trickster spirits or anything, I'm not saying they're bad. I know that there's 2 sides to everything, but yeah, just like, because here it says manipulating others through duplicity. And yeah, I just feel like they're very charming, and so people are like, oh, like he'd never do that, or she'd never do that. You know, I don't know. I just feel like people have this person's side because they're so charismatic and performing tricks. That's interesting. It makes me feel like it says unpredictable behavior. So that's another thing. Like if this person, like, oh, they wake up, they go to work, you know, they come back, they don't really do anything. People are like, that person would never do that. Like, they're so boring. Again, with the 4 of Cups too, which is like apathy. Maybe this person comes across, maybe not even charming, but like boring to the point where people are like, that person would never do that. or something so chaotic, right? Like if someone's starting drama and it's a person that's known for their calm and patient attitude, like no one's gonna believe that person's starting drama. So I feel like they're just they're very good at hiding their nature. Yeah, and then it's a seeker, inability to commit to a path once found. So that makes me feel like it's someone who doesn't stay in one place for too long. Maybe they get a lot of okay, I just got a really like nasty message. So it just makes me feel like, you know, when you're watching like 2020 or something and they talk about like a criminal and they're like, oh, he harassed someone at this job, but before he could get caught or before he could get written up, he moved to another job, and then at that job he harassed someone else, but before he could get caught he moved down. Like I feel like and then you see like this line, like once they actually do something terrible and they start doing research into this person, they'll see like all the dots that connect. But I feel like it's very difficult to connect the dots with this person because they're just like moving around a lot. I don't know if that makes any sense. They don't necessarily have to be moving from job to job, but yeah. And assuming it's not something super dark, it could be something like, oh, you talk crap with one group and then you leave with another part of the family, and then you're like, that person was saying this, this, and that about you, and before anyone could even like, you know, stop to question them, they've already moved on to another group. So just this idea of like, if someone looks at them and someone digs into it, you could probably find a pattern of where they've been doing this. But just right now, it's like really difficult to find. Like right now people think, oh, it's predictable behavior because this person is like not committing. I don't know if that makes any sense. I feel like it made sense when I said it out loud. All right, let's see what this is a lesson in. Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Yeah, so this is about growth in your family, and if you guys just keep sweeping things under the rug and pretending it's not happening, you're not actually gonna grow from this. Acceptance. I am learning to accept that I cannot change things. So for some of you, unfortunately, you're gonna find out that even with evidence or even with trying to mediate the situation, that they're just not gonna change, which sucks because that's growth that's not going into your family, but that doesn't mean that you have to not change either just because other people aren't doing that. And just learning to accept that not everyone's gonna agree with you even if you're right, which is unfortunate. But oh my god, death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Yeah, so I feel like this is just you closing a chapter in the life lessons of your family. You're doing so much work. We're so proud of you. It's difficult work to do. It's not fun. But I feel like it's necessary, and I feel like your future generations will thank you for it, and the person you're protecting will be very grateful to you. Emotions are running high, yeah, and luck is on your side. With the Wheel of Fortune upright, that is also another indication of good luck. Even though you might feel like the odds are against you, or you might feel like there's a lot of people going up against you and you can't do this on your own. You're not on your own, and luck is actually on your side. And with emotions running high, it's very much like just getting like a lot of impatient energy. Like if you try to talk about it, like it triggers everyone. So then one person will be like, you know, shut up, blah, blah, blah. And then the other person's like, don't talk to them like that. And it's like, you guys end up fighting over things that aren't even relevant to the issues in your family. Damn, whoa, I'm still in shock. Like, yes, this person is a traitor, but this isn't even about this person. This isn't even about the person you were asking about. This is about you being a bad bitch. All right, pop off. And then, like, let's get one more card. Oh, I don't even want this reading to end. I want to see where it goes. You're being a baddie. Okay, here we go. Your commitment is being tested. Yeah, so are you gonna just back down like your family does? Are you just gonna pretend that it doesn't exist like your family does? Or are you gonna stay loyal to this person because you know they're right even if the odds are against you? And psst, they are not, by the way. They are ever in your favor. But different, it's not Harry Potter, that's Hunger Games, so my bad. But, yeah, it might feel like the Hunger Games out here. It might feel like you're not even freaking, like you're by yourself and people are just trying to hunt you. And the bow and arrow too, alright. Well, yeah, I hope that was helpful. Yes, this person is a traitor. If you start doing your little serial killer detective work, I bet you can find a pattern. But, yeah, this is actually about you and being loyal to what's right, as a Gryffindor would, and, yeah, breaking generational trauma. So I hope that was helpful to you. If you did find it helpful, you know, like, subscribe, all that stuff. I will be doing more Harry Potter readings, so yeah, I hope you like that, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello, pile number 2 with the Doge. Sirius Black. Sorry if you don't like Harry Potter. I'm gonna apologize for it once, and then that's it. Because the last pile was like, I'm sorry if you don't like Harry Potter, but you are like Harry Potter. You are like James Potter. But anyway, alright. Dog Spirit. Let's see if this person is a traitor. Sorry if the volume got like really close in ASMR. I didn't mean for that to happen. Oh, we're not taking those. The Moon in reverse. Alright, so already I see a lot of fear. You have the 9 of Cups in reverse. Curious. It's giving me Piscean energy. And not necessarily that you have to be a Pisces or this other person has to be a Pisces, but there's actually a SpongeBob, like they used to have commercial breaks where SpongeBob, I think it was Squidward actually. Squidward would go over the zodiac. And for Pisces, he's like, Pisces are liars. And I was like, oh my gosh. I'm a double Pisces, by the way. So yeah, maybe there is a liar around you. Not that Pisces are liars. You know, I'm a double Pisces. We're not coming for anyone's throat right now. The Devil. The Sun. Oh, that's interesting. It like did a little break dance. I feel like and then it lands sideways. Okay, we love that. Okay, let's try one more time. There we go, reverse. I was like, what if I flip it again and it ends up sideways? The 9 of Wands. Okay, you're very defensive is what I'm getting. Very, very defensive. And I feel like you have a lot of fears. I'm not sure, because I'm not reading them yet. I'm still shuffling them, but I'm not sure if it's like something from your past that's making you assume the worst in people. Yeah, the 9 of Swords, just more fear. The Devil, okay, whoa. It's heavy energy. The 6 of Pentacles. Let's see if we can see all of that. Sorry about the glare. Alrighty. It's interesting you got the Moon and the Sun and they're both in reverse. Yeah, because I feel like the Moon and the Sun kind of complement each other. So maybe you felt like this person was going to compliment you. The vibe that I'm getting with the 9 of Cups in reverse, it's kind of like maybe you, and with the Piscean energy, it's possible that you projected a lot of things onto this person. And then once they didn't fulfill all the ideas that you had in your head about them, you're getting suspicious of them, or you're kind of thinking like, I don't know, maybe there was miscommunications. I'm not seeing like a lot of swords here, so I don't think it's a communication issue, but I don't know, with the 9 of Cups, it just makes me feel like like you thought they were gonna be great, and then once you actually like started getting to know them, you're like, they're not that great a person. Or they're not everything you thought they would be. Because it can be kind of like an illusion energy. The Knight of Swords. Oh, okay, so then maybe it is a miscommunication issue. Like maybe they said one thing and you took it to mean something, and then later on down the line they were like, no, that's not what I meant by that, and now you feel kind of like betrayed about it. The Six of Pentacles in reverse. I wonder if there's like a power dynamic here. I don't know if this person's like, I don't want to say they're your boss because I don't think that's very likely, but I don't know, maybe they have more money than you and like you think they look down on poor people or something like that. Not that you're poor, not that it matters if you are. It's just an example, but there's like some kind of disparity where this person seems like they have more power than you. And it could also be mental. With the Nine of Swords under it, I feel like you think this person is somehow above you. Let's see, did this person actually believe that though? So we have the Devil, so the Four of Cups. I almost don't want to take that. The Ten of Cups. Okay, let me... because those are both cards from like the last reading. Maybe I need to cleanse the energy. Yo! Oh, come on. I'd hate to have to like whip out Palo Santo right now. Okay. Five of Pentacles. Is this person trying to... Is this person lying? The Eight of Cups. I'm not sure. Like, because the Five of Pentacles is about... Again, I mean, it could be a literal, like, financial, like, not having money. Which is funny because I had mentioned that with the Six of Pentacles. I wonder if money's a concern here. But then we have the Eight of Cups, which is walking away. Did this person, like, leave you? Are you in separation right now? Is this person a traitor? This person deceiving? The Tower in reverse. I'm not getting good vibes, if I'm honest. I don't necessarily think it was their intention to hurt you or betray you or anything like that. But I'm not getting like, oh, I'm actually a good person. So, I don't know, I'm not sure what that means, so we'll give it a minute, but... With the Knight of Swords, that makes me feel like... I don't know, like, okay... I'm kind of getting like, maybe this person really liked you and they saw that you were kind of in need of something and they wanted to be that for you, but then they couldn't fulfill that. Maybe it is an actual money message, right? Like maybe you needed money and maybe this person wanted to give you money, but they don't actually have money themselves, so they weren't going to help you. And then they kind of walked away because they were like, this is embarrassing, or this is actually kind of problematic. Yeah, the Sun in reverse. We have the Devil. Oh my gosh. I just feel like you have a lot of fears and a lot of trust issues as it is. And so when you kind of let this person in and then they weren't like necessarily the best, it was kind of like, really? Like... You know what I mean? Like, you don't let anyone in, and then when you finally do, like, they just fucking run off. Like, okay, pop off. Pop off, sir, I guess. And I use sir indiscriminately. It's non-gendered. Yeah, I just want to pull more cards. Like, what the hell happened here? The Ace of Pentacles, the Chariot in reverse. Okay, so with the Chariot in reverse, that makes me feel like, again, you're at a pause right now. You're at a separation. The Ace of Pentacles. It feels like once you were finally, like, starting to trust people and starting to build a friendship or whatever this might be, the person took off. Like, right when you were finally like, okay, I'll put my walls down. And they were just like, okay, well, that's when I'm gonna leave. But I don't think it was their intention to, like, betray you. I think they were just, like, yeah, like, indecision. I just feel like their words couldn't match their actions. Like, they couldn't be what they had promised you, is the vibe I'm getting. Yeah, another, like, Knight in reverse. Kind of like jumping the gun. It just makes me think like someone who just made too many promises, or promises that were like too high maintenance to keep up, I guess. They just couldn't keep them. And it wasn't because they wanted to betray you. It wasn't because they wanted to treat you like crap. It wasn't because you did anything wrong. It was just like they didn't have enough. Because the Five of Pentacles card is literally like my poverty card. So whatever that might be, you know, spiritual poverty, literal poverty, I don't know, just like, and then they're going through an inner tower moment right now, which is like, they're, kind of working through their shadows and being like, okay, why did I do this? Why did I mess up? Like, they're trying to be better, but I mean, ultimately, that still hurt you. That sucks. I'm sorry. I wish there was more I could say to be comforting, but yeah. So they are a traitor, but they didn't mean to be. It wasn't personal. It was just like they couldn't keep up with what they wanted to give you. And so they freaked out and left. But with it, I don't know, the Chariot in reverse, it makes me feel like I don't see a death card, you know what I mean? Like, the sun is a phoenix, but yeah, I don't like cards when they come out in twos if you're new here, so I'm just gonna put those back. But yeah, so I don't see like an ending. It's kind of like open-ended, like you both don't know where this connection stands. Watch and wait. Okay, yeah, so you're being told to wait. That's interesting. So you're being told not to chase the person. Don't ask them why, don't do anything, just watch them. And I feel like they'll reveal themselves, or maybe they'll be honest to you with time, because right now, again, they're going through that, all of that like shadow work, and if you come to them right now, then they're not gonna give you the answers you want, or even the ones you need, because they don't even necessarily have the answers themselves. They're still working through it, so just give them time. Yeah, embrace the in-between. Look at that with the flamingo spirit. So it's like, right now it's very uncomfortable. You're like, I either want to cut this off, or I want to like move forward, and I want it to happen now. But you're being told to just pause and to be comfortable with the pause. Yeah. I'm trying not to tie this back to Harry Potter. I'm like, Sirius. Sirius actually betrayed Remus and all the young dudes. Love is all around. Yeah, so try not to feel like down on yourself, like, oh, I'm unlovable, or oh, I'm this, I'm that. Just know that this isn't, it wasn't personal, is what I'm getting. And there's plenty of other people around you that do love you, and for you to waste so much time and to feel so down on yourself over something that, again, wasn't your fault, it is kind of like a waste of time. And a waste of the love that's around you. Sounds corny, but it's true. So we have your archetypes. Let's see what's going through your mind. Victim. And it landed sideways, so I'm gonna read you both the attributes. Prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimized by others. And then the shadow attribute is playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity, inability to maintain personal boundaries. Sorry about that, motorcycle. Yeah. So right now you're kind of like in the victim vibes. Again, like, this person didn't mean to hurt you, so try not to take it personally. Try not to feel like the victim. And I mean, for the shadow attributes, I feel like it's for a small number of you, but it is a call out. So if you're playing the victim so that you can get pity, like, try to work through that. Like, why is it that you do that? Like, what are other ways that you can get validation that don't involve putting yourself in a role of a victim? Yeah, and I'm not getting the personal boundary thing. Like, I don't think that's a message for you, so I just won't go into that. Storyteller. Ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. And then it says making up tales that harm others. Okay, so for some of you, I'm getting the message that you're supposed to, like, find creative outlets. Even with the nightingale, like, it's about singing, right? There's, like, music notes. He's standing on I forget what they're called, but they're, like, the vinyl player horn thingies. I'm pretty sure it's like a something graph, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, and then there's music notes here. I don't know if you can see it with the freaking glare, but there's music notes there. So you're being asked to, like, have a creative outlet. I don't want to say distract yourself, but just find healthier ways to cope in the in-between space away from this person. Prince again with the knights in reverse. I feel like this person was trying to be your Prince Charming, to be your knight in shining armor, genderless, but they just couldn't be, and it wasn't, like, malintentioned. It says romantic charm and potential for power. And then, again, with the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Pentacles, it just makes me feel like this person has some kind of power issues. I don't know if they feel like they're above you, or, I'm sorry, I don't know if they feel like you're above them, or if they're, like, at a low status in, I hate saying, like, society, but, you know, like, there's this BS standard of, like, if you're poor, you're, like, the bottom of society, blah, blah, blah. So I don't believe or subscribe to those beliefs, but maybe this person, like, feels the pressure of those, like, unspoken quote-unquote rules, right? Like, if this person wants to buy you all these things, but then they don't have the money to do that. I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like there's some kind of, like, power thing here. And then seeker, thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. So again, with the Tower in reverse, I just feel like they're doing a lot of work right now, inner work, healing, so that they can come back and actually give you something, presuming you still want to take them back. Purpose. I know what I'm here to do. So these are your lessons and purpose. This is a lesson about your purpose. I feel like a lot of you might spend so much energy distracted in your relationships with others that you forget what you're here to do. You're not here to pine after people who left you. You're here to do stuff. So again, with the storyteller, maybe some of you are artistic, and you're just being told to like go back into that energy, go back to your purpose while you're waiting. Don't just like put your life on pause, basically. And then humor, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. And perseverance, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, watch comedy films if you have to. Well, just try not to be so down. I know it's easier said than done. And then with the sun in reverse, you're very down and out right now, but they're just trying to tell you to like focus on the things that make you happy, focus on healthy ways to channel this sadness, and laugh. Expect powerful change. Yeah, so this person's really going through, because they're going through it right now, but when they come back they'll be like a whole different person. Step out of your comfort zone. Yeah, so it's very out of your comfort zone to just be in the in-between, to just be in that pause energy. Very uncomfortable for you, and they're just asking you to be comfortable with it. Yeah, like learn to adapt to the fact that you don't have answers, and don't go seeking them. Don't engage in anything negative. You did get the Devil card, so just be careful. Yeah. Come on. It landed as 2. Oh, it landed as 3. Great. See if we can pull one more. Hold your vision. Yeah. So keep the end goal in mind whenever you want to break the silence. Just kind of remember that this person has work to do on themselves, and you can't interrupt that, because then you're just gonna fall back into the same cycles. Yeah, pile number 2. I hope that was helpful. I will be doing more Harry Potter readings if you're interested. So yeah, just see you later. Hello, pile number 3 with the wolf. This is your reading. Let's see. Is this person a traitor? It's not looking good. Not Dobby getting stabbed. Hello. Queen of Swords in reverse. 9 of Cups in reverse. This is the World in reverse. Interesting. This is similar to pile number 2. I don't want to speak too soon, but if you're drawn to that pile, maybe there are messages in there for you. 4 of Swords, yeah. Oh my gosh, I hate that they keep coming out in 2s. Okay. Focus, focus, focus. The 4 of Pentacles. Then the 2 of Wands. Okay. Queen of Swords. Okay, so I'm just ask, is this person Sun in reverse. Okay. So this might be about a romantic relationship just because we did get the Two of Cups in reverse, but not necessarily. Alright. So with the Queen of Swords, I mean, Dobby getting stabbed, not a great look, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm not sure. Okay. So Nine of Cups is about a wish. It's typically wish fulfillment, but it's like once you get what you wanted, it's not exactly what you wanted. Or maybe you were wearing rose-colored glasses and then reality set in and it wasn't great. I'm kind of getting the vibe that this is a relationship you've been in for a while, but it's not necessarily true. But I do think that it is the case. Because underneath the Nine of Cups, which again is like the dream energy that we're talking about, we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, which is like trying something over and over and over again and not getting the results you want. Kind of like trying something over and over to no avail. I feel like you're trying to make it work, but with the Queen of Swords in reverse, to me that's someone who's like bitchy. I hate that word. Oh my god, I hate that word. I mean, I like the word bitch, not gonna lie. I'm like, yes bitch, but like, I don't know, there's something about the word bitchy. I feel like it's only used in women, but whatever, we're not gonna talk about that right now. Yeah, just someone who's like they're irritated by everything. Kind of like you can't please them. They might even be like cold and closed off, like not very receptive to you trying to put in the work. The Nine of Cups. Yeah, so I don't know if this relationship started great and then it's just like something happened and now it's not doing so great, or maybe it was always this bad and you just didn't see it because you were in love. You were so happy, and now kind of reality's starting to set in and you're like, it's also possible with the World in reverse that you guys are like either in separation or like it feels like it's about to end, but it hasn't quite ended yet. It's kind of like open-ended. But the World in reverse is also about taking shortcuts. So I wonder if this individual, when you're over here like trying to work on the relationship with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, I wonder if this person is like they try to take shortcuts. Like instead of doing the work or sitting down and talking with you, they're just like, oh, like I don't want to talk right now, or like, oh, like I'm done talking about this, and then they like leave the room, and then you're like, okay, well, like you're uncomfortable. Like I read something somewhere recently. It was like you sacrifice temporary discomfort for long-term turmoil or something like that. But yeah, I feel like they shut down and they're not very receptive to you trying to put in the work. Like the work is uncomfortable, it's ugly, it's not fun. I think that's a misperception that people have, that like relationships are always going to be fun, they're always going to be rainbows, but it's really like so much of it is just maintenance. It's just work. And I feel like this person isn't putting in the work. They kind of take the shortcuts, like they want to put a band-aid on it and move on, but they're not actually fixing the problem. And I feel like you're trying to fix the problems and you're trying to address these very serious issues in your relationship, and they're just not receptive to it. The Four of Pentacles makes you think they're being like really, really stubborn, like they think they're in the right. They hold their beliefs like very, very close, and I don't know, it's possible like let's say, it doesn't have to be like a belief, right? Like not like a spiritual belief or something, but like let's say they have a certain belief about, I don't freaking know. I can't come up with examples right now, but if you disagree with that, like maybe they take it personally, like they think it's an attack on them instead of like, I don't know, it just feels like they start a fight over anything. The four of swords, I'm sorry, it's about a break. So again, with the world in reverse, I don't know if you guys are on a break, or if you're in separation, or if you're not talking right now, because it's possible that they just said like, oh, like, I don't want to talk about this right now, or like, again, I'm done talking about this. And then now you're like, well, I'm not gonna pretend that everything's okay. So now you guys just kind of like aren't talking, because it's like, if you are gonna talk, you're gonna talk about your problems, but this person doesn't want to talk about your problems, so you're just not talking. Again, the Emperor gives me more like stubborn energy again. And also, like, as high quality as the queens are, an emperor with a queen just doesn't make sense to me. Like, it's supposed to be like the emperor with the empress, right? Or like a high priestess or something. But instead it's like the queen and an emperor. So to me, it's like, this person's a little like less of, and a queen of swords in reverse. A queen in reverse to top it off. So I just feel like this person isn't on your level. Like, they're emotionally mature. They're very reactionary. They're not trying to work through it. I feel like you got it together, and this person doesn't. I don't know. It's the vibe I'm getting. And the Two of Wands is kind of like, I don't know if you're exploring other options. I don't think you are. You don't seem like you're trying to replace them or anything, but I feel like right now you guys are just kind of in separation, and then you're starting to realize like all the things that you want that you aren't getting in this relationship. So are they a traitor? We have the Sun in reverse, again, not looking good. The Two of Cups in reverse. I don't know. I feel, again, with the Nine of Cups, like, maybe it started good, and then, I don't know, something about the relationship isn't working. And now it's not ending great. But I don't necessarily know if they're a traitor. Are they a traitor? No, I feel like they, I don't know. What's going on with them right now? Temperance. Because the King of Cups is a lot of love for you. Knight of Swords in reverse. Temperance makes me feel like they're not pacing themselves with something. I don't know. I'm not getting like substance abuse or anything, but maybe they're overcommitting and it's making them impatient and they take it out on the relationship. Yeah. I don't get the feeling that they're like, yeah, because the King of Cups is just such good vibes. But then we have the Knight of Swords. It's like jumping to things. I don't know, like something triggers this person. You trigger them somehow. Yeah. And they don't know how to deal with that, so they just like snap. Like, it's possible like in their childhood, you know, they were all constantly told by like their parents, like, I don't know, like, you're inadequate or something. And so when you say something like, hey, like, you forgot to do the dishes, right? Just as an example. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so just as an example, like, if you just point out the fact, like, hey, it was your turn to do the dishes and you didn't do the dishes, this person's like, oh, like, so you think I'm inadequate also. Like, even if they don't say that, I feel like you trigger them back to beliefs that were instilled in them. Yeah, especially like I said earlier, like maybe they're taking on too many projects. And so it's possible that they do feel this sense of inadequacy at their inability to like manage all of their you know what I mean? Like to balance out the pieces of their life properly. Especially with Line of Swords in reverse, it's like jumping the gun. I feel like they just overcommitted. Lay a solid foundation. Yeah. So again, I mean, it's gonna be an ugly conversation, but you're gonna have to do the work. And that also says something about you to be asking about them and whether or not they're a traitor somehow. It shows a bit that like maybe you don't trust this person completely. Because I don't see bad intentions. Again, it's not looking good, but I don't think they're like evil or bad or anything. I don't know if they're overwhelmed or what's going on, but their energy seems very scattered to me. I got the spider spirit, make your dreams real. Yeah, so if you want to have a relationship, you gotta put in the work. And it sucks because I feel like you have been putting in the work. That's what the Eight of Pentacles is about. But I think just like really trying to tell this person, like, hey, we really gotta talk about this. Like, it's a big deal. They might be a bit more understanding. With the starfish, that's funny because they have multiple arms. So it just makes me feel like this person has like, they wear many hats. They're just trying to do everything at once. Yeah, just like overextending themselves. Open to infinite possibility. And then we have the buffalo spirit, abundant universe will provide. Yeah. I really think this person cares about you. There's like abundance. There's so many possibilities. I feel like you guys push each other to follow your dreams. The King of Cups, again, they have so much love for you. It's just right now you guys are kind of like misaligned. And maybe the way a relationship functions is like different to the both of you, but I'm just coming together and trying to work out the kinks so that you guys can both be happy, will be fine. The wolf does say to turn knowledge into wisdom, so I feel like once you guys talk it out and you really discuss like the issues here, I feel like maybe you will have a lot of knowledge, right? You'll be like, oh, like that's why you react that way, or oh, I didn't know that's how you were perceiving it when I said something like this. And so once you have those conversations and once you know what you know, like you can avoid those things in the future. Oh my god. That freaking Nelly Furtado song just came into my head. Like, I'm like a bird, I wanna fly away. A mother mentor? Yeah, so I feel it says nurturing, patience, passing on wisdom. So again, this like wisdom message coming out here. I feel like you kind of have this motherly role, not in a toxic way, and you don't have to be a woman, whatever. But yeah, I just feel like you'll like gently guide this person, like, hey, that's not how I meant it. Just like bringing gentleness into teaching this person how to function in a relationship, because I feel like it's very easy for this person to feel like they're being attacked. Again, like they get triggered easily, so just reminding them like, hey, I'm not attacking you. It's okay. and then trying to find that common ground. So both of their cards came out in reverse, so they are not in the best vibes right now. Prince, using power for oh my god, aggrandizement. I forget how you pronounce it, but it's like to make yourself look like you're more than you are, I guess. Kind of like an ego thing. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to look for other indicators. I'm not sure, like, where this person would be. I don't feel like they're exercising this, power in your relationship. Like, I don't think they're trying to make themselves seem bigger than they are. And if they were, like, you have the wolf spirit, so you'd probably see through their bullshit anyway. But, I don't know if they're trying to come across, like, a certain way to other people. With the buffalo spirit that says the universe will provide. Maybe they're trying to make it seem like they have more money than they do. Or, I don't know. Like, they're trying to make themselves seem real important. And maybe you call that out. And maybe that's what's pissing them off. It's possible that they tie, like, their self-worth to their material objects or something of the sort. And so they try to make it seem like they have more than they actually do. Oh my god, it's complicated by Avril Lavigne. Like, chill out, what you yelling for? Lay back, it's off and down to four. It's basically like this person who's trying to act like they're somebody that they're not. And Avril Lavigne is like, what? Like, oh, how does it go? It's like, somebody else around everyone else, watching your back, like you can't relax, you try to be cool, you look like a fool to me. Yeah, I feel like you're just calling this person out, like, hey, why are you acting like that? And it, like, triggers them. Then we got gossip. So thrives on power of passing on private or secret information, betraying confidences. Maybe this person has betrayed your confidence, and that's why you're asking if they're a traitor right now. Like, maybe they told something that was very deep and personal to you to somebody else. It's also possible they're just hanging around, like, really crappy, like, gossipy people. And it's, like, icky, you know? But yeah, maybe, I feel like that's where the betrayal comes in. Like, maybe they were gossiping about you, or maybe they, like, said something that you found very personal and private. And you're just like, why are you giving that information out? And it's, like, to impress other people. But they're, like, I don't know. Like, the kind of people that would be impressed by that aren't good people anyway, so why are you trying to impress them? Yeah. Not the vibes. Seriously, go listen to Complicated if you haven't. If you haven't, oh my god, what? But if you have and you don't remember it, go listen to it again. Look up a lyric video, my guy. So good. I mean, not only is it good, but it's relevant to your reading. Indecision. Okay, so these are lessons in indecision, in freedom, and in imagination. So, indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. So right now with the Four of Swords and the World in Reverse, how we were talking about how it's kind of like open-ended right now. I think you're being asked to use your gut, to use your guides, to use yourself to say, like, is this a relationship I want to work on? Is this betrayal something that can work through and heal through and move on from? Or is this like where I draw the line? There are no wrong answers, so just like really trusting your gut on what it is that you want to do. We have freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Yeah, I don't know if some of you have like a sentiment that you kind of need this person, or like you really want this person in your life, but I don't know, I just feel like it's unnecessary. Freedom makes me think of like single people, how they're always talking about like how much freedom they have, and they're so glad they're child free, and they're so glad they have all this money, and they're like talking about their freedom. So I feel like some of you might be scared of like leaving this relationship, but I feel like there's a lot of benefits here if you do. Not encouraging you to do anything. Trust your gut. What's your gut telling you? Don't just make life decisions based off of a general tarot reading. But yeah. I possess the power. Yeah, and I just feel like you're trying to make this person happy a lot, and they're just not happy. Like, no matter what you do. Like, you're putting in work, and then it's not enough. Then we have imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspects of my mind. Yeah, so for some of you that's like a positive outlet kind of message. Find other ways to get your emotions out there that aren't going to be negative. You also have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is like starting to explore. So yeah, just like considering your options right now, so you can make a decision. And yeah. Surrender to the divine. So again, some of you can ask your guides for help. Look at the bigger picture. Yeah, so right now it might seem like a big deal to lose this relationship. I'm not trying to encourage you to break up with this person. Sorry if you hear the ice cream truck. Just got a message, maybe this person's being a bit childish. A new start is coming. Time for healing. Yeah. So that doesn't necessarily mean a start outside of this relationship, but I just feel like with the world in reverse, like once you get that energy flowing again, it'll start moving pretty quickly. And you can heal from this relationship, and maybe you guys can heal together. But yeah, so looking at the bigger picture, going back to that as a final message, it can either mean that you need to like take a step back. Like if you do want to leave this person, like maybe it seems like, I don't know, like it seems like a really big deal, like if you leave this person, but then if you take a step back in your life, you'll be like, actually my life is really fulfilling even without this person in it. So it's not necessarily a bad thing if I leave this person, and staying here, staying in the relationship, looking at the bigger picture, it could be like, okay, maybe this is just like something we need to work through, because ultimately the relationship is something that really benefits the both of us, and that's the bigger picture, right? Like having a happy, fulfilling relationship apart from this hurdle. So I am getting kind of a betrayal. I am getting like kind of a gossip vibe, but I'm not necessarily getting the vibe that it's not something you can't work through if you wanted to. So I hope that's helpful. I will be doing more Harry Potter readings if you're interested in that, and I'm gonna try to do more love readings soon. So yeah, let me know if that was helpful or not, and I'll see you in the next one. Pile number 3. Hello, pile number 4, who selected the mouse. Tend to the small things. This is your reading. person. I feel like the answer is yes, just because the Ace of Swords is my yes card, but let me look into it real quick. You got 2 pages, so that makes me feel like this person has kind of immature energy. The Page of Wands in reverse to me is about all talk, no action. So this person might make a lot of promises and doesn't follow through with them, or they might like say you're on your side or say they're your friend, but then they turn around and they like do shady things that your friends wouldn't do. Yeah, 2 of Swords and the 3 of Wands makes me feel like you're not sure if you should stop being friends with this person quite yet. Yeah, with the 5 of Cups, that's like they did something to hurt you, to upset you. And now you're not sure if you should cut them off or not, but I feel like you should. Especially with the Ace of Swords here, he's like stabbing the basilisk. Not sure if you can see it with all the reflection, but 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups makes me think like maybe this person is like part of a friend group. Not necessarily, but maybe you find it hard to cut them off because it's like you can cut them off, but then the rest of your friends won't cut them off, and so you'll still kind of like see each other and it'll be awkward. It could also indicate, I don't know, just like a really good time. So maybe like you're having trouble cutting this person out because it's like when you're good, but when you're bad, you're really bad. Yeah, I get icky vibes from this person. The fact that there's like Draco and Lucius, it's like icky. I don't know. Especially, I mean, this is a very specific message and it is a Harry Potter reference, but and I'm not trying to call anyone who's a Slytherin like racist or anything, but like in the actual books, like there's clearly an undeniable sentiment of like superiority and supremacy there, so maybe that could be a thing that goes on there for some of you. I also get like and this is a very specific message, but you know how like when there's a neurodivergent person and they can be a little awkward, and then like the neurotypical people like bully them, but then the neurodivergent person doesn't realize that they're being bullied because they're neurodivergent. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Not that you're neurodivergent, just just the notion of like, maybe this person's making fun of you and you don't realize it, or maybe this person is like, I just get like this icky feeling of like when someone says something like, just as an example, like, oh, your outfit looks really ugly today. Well, I'm just trying to help you out, you know? Like, what? Why would you say that? Or like they'll say things in front of a group of people, and so you feel like you can't react because you don't want the group of people to like judge you, but also they just said something completely out of pocket. That's the vibe I'm getting. Four of Pentacles in reverse. This makes me feel like this person is very stubborn, or possibly concerned with like looks and appearances in terms of like their money. Or maybe they did something in regards to money to betray you, because it is under the Five of Cups, so that's like a disappointment, something in the past that really upset you. And then the Four of Pentacles is like hoarding, so that could be oh my god. The way I just said hoarding, I don't know, it felt like there was an emphasis on the whore part, so I don't know if this person's like calling you that, or this person's kind of like, you know, slut shaming you. I don't know what's going on, but it just feels like this person talks behind your back. And the betrayal might have had something to do with money, or like stubbornness or greediness. They could have taken someone from you, because the Three of Cups does indicate like a third party situation, or it can. I don't see other indicators of relationships here, but that, you know, that could be a message for some of you. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not surprised that you picked the mouse. You picked a rat boy, and then you got a traitor, so we're not shocked. But yeah, let's see what your oracle cards have to say. I'm sorry, mouse spirit, this has nothing to do with you. But see, Peter Pettigrew, okay, for those of you who aren't into Harry Potter, I'm sorry, but like the way he acts, the way he basically, I'm pretty sure, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's the only Gryffindor that follows Voldemort. So it's like, you know, the Gryffindors, being James and Sirius and Remus, they thought this person was their friend because he's like a Gryffindor, but in reality he was like working with Voldemort. So for some of you, like, you think this person's your friend, but he's actually... The canary says sing your own song, but I mean, birds that sing to me can indicate gossip, especially parrots. Yeah, I just feel like this person's gossiping about you. They're saying a lot of things behind your back. We have the lion spirit, be generous of spirit. Oh, again with the Gryffindor thing. And it says take time out. Yeah, so this is like a friend group situation. Sing your own song would be like about independence from the group. You do have the Three of Wands, so that's kind of like asking you to explore and branch out and look for other things, like get away from this situation. With the Two of Swords, I feel like you guys are really on the fence because you're like, I don't want to abandon my whole friend group, but I mean, it's possible that the entire friend group isn't even your friends, because if they're letting this person talk mad crap about you behind your back, can they really be like that great? You know, I don't know. Be generous of spirit. Yeah, so like don't get down and dirty with this person. Again, oh my gosh, I don't know if they're calling you like I feel like they're slut shaming you. I don't know, that's a very specific message, but I also feel like it's gonna resonate for a lot of you. Yeah, sorry for saying down and dirty, but yeah, like don't stoop to this person's level, I guess. They're kind of asking you to like walk away gracefully. And I think that'll work out better for you. Because if you start trying to like go back and forth, and you start trying to get this friend to tell you what this person said, and then they say, oh, well, the fourth person said this, like I feel like it's just going to complicate your life. So just kind of like stepping back, and literally the bear says, take time out. So, getting away from these people, being like independent, and trying not to like join in on their little games is gonna be more beneficial for you in the end. So let's get your archetypes and then this person's archetypes. Addict, interesting. Martyr. Their archetypes. This one fell sideways, so interesting. Oh my god, I really hope this person isn't your mother. That's gonna make me feel really bad. Alright, so you got addict in reverse. That says compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. Yeah, so I feel like you might be allowing these people to dictate some aspects of your life. Like maybe you want to do something, but you're scared that these people are going to judge you. And they probably are judging you. They're like, again, icky energy. It says compromises integrity and honesty. So like, you know, these people are dishonest. You know, these people like don't have the same morals as you, but you're just like compromising it because you're, I'm not sure why. I don't know if you're like, I'm guessing you're scared of their reaction, or like you don't want to be alone. I feel like maybe you're scared to be alone. Like you don't want to lose all your friends just because one person's being a mess, but I get the feeling it's not just this one person. Especially with the Three of Cups, that's like multiple people. Then you got the Martyr, learning to transcend the nature of service to oneself or a cause. Oh, I'm sorry, learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. Yeah, so again, there might even be some like moral dilemmas happening here with the Martyr, and also like the Addict in reverse. Learning to transcend the... Yeah, and I feel like this is just a lesson for you in understanding like how much more beneficial it'll be to yourself if you just commit all the energy you're committing to these people and trying to keep up with their lies and trying to keep up with, don't tell Ashley that Caitlin said this and blah blah blah, and I told, you know, Jacob that this and this, but I told, you know, it's just like you're trying to keep track of other people's lies and other people's bullshit, and it's like you need to get away from it. And also with the mouse saying tend to the small things, I think you're being asked to tend to yourself, to water your own spiritual plants, instead of trying to like appease these bullies. Mother, nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy, and giving birth to life. Okay, so with this, it could be an actual mother message, but I'm gonna assume it's not. I would hope no one's mother's being this petty. So this is the other person. So it's possible that like at first they were very nurturing, because again, I was saying earlier, like maybe like when you're good, like this person is, it says patience, unconditional love, nurturing, but then they're acting like really icky. So it's like, I don't know if you have like a rose-colored glasses perception of them, or if they were really nice at first, like they love bombed you and then they're like being really mean now. It's also possible like this group of people is related to one another, so it's almost like impossible to say like, I'm gonna hang out with you guys, but I'm not gonna hang out with this one person. Like they're not gonna get away from each other. And I feel like maybe they have a lot of love for each other, but they don't necessarily share that with you. We have engineer in reverse, reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequence. Yeah, so I feel like these people, again, moral dilemmas, like you might be saying like, hey, like that's wrong, and they're like, well, I don't care how it affects other people's emotions, you know what I mean? Like, it's very icky. They could also say very inflammatory statements, and you're just like, hey, like, that's, you can't just go around saying that. And they're like, whatever, it's like logical. Like, it's giving me like a big brain. Like, oh, I have a big brain, I'm fucking mega mind out here, I'm looking like Caillou, bro. All right, yeah, it's just, I feel like this person is like, they think they're logical, they think they're just, I'm just stating the facts, like, I'm just being honest, but in reality they're like being really, really icky, and it's just gross. I don't know. And they're trying to gaslight you and make it seem like you're just being emotional, but that's not true. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So these are like your lessons. Trying to see the good in people. You could also like, you have kind of like, maybe you see the good in all things to a fault. And even though these people are doing like really, really, not necessarily terrible things, but just maybe things you don't agree with, you will stick by them because you're like, that's what love is. Like, that's, they still have all these good qualities about them, but it's ultimately not serving you. And then it says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Yeah, so I feel like they were in your life for a reason, and now it's time to move on. You have to learn that lesson and then get past it. You can't just like keep them there forever when it's not serving you. And it says honesty. Again, a lot of deception here. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Yeah, so just a lesson in being honest to yourself, being real with yourself. And then it says service to oneself here. Excuse me. So just because you can't expect these people to do the right thing doesn't mean that you have to stick around and continue to do the wrong thing with them too. Like, hold yourself to a different standard. And I feel like some of you guys are actually holding yourself to different standards, to the point where like you let these people get away with a lot of things that you wouldn't let other people get away with, and you wouldn't let yourself get away with. Yeah, bring love into the situation. It's funny that it fell over love. So I feel like, again, tending to small things, tending to your garden. You can see Aquarius is like watering something. She's watering the sky in this depiction, but yeah, like bring more self-love, like have enough self-respect to walk away from these people. It's also a new moon, it's not a full moon, so it's kind of like barely starting to do it. You might be new for, yeah, another new moon. It's time to take action, like it's time to leave, it's time to get out of here. And that's on top of the friendship card, so it's like they were in your life for a reason, and now it's time to move on. And then conclusions are within reach. Yeah, so you're almost out of the situation. You just need to make the choice, because I do see you're in the Two of Swords energy right now. You're kind of pausing, trying not to make any decisions. But I just don't, I don't like this energy. They're very icky. So get away from that. I hope this reading was helpful. You know, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Share the video. Also, I have more Harry Potter readings planned out, so if you're interested in that, stick around, and then I'll try to do more love readings too. So anyway, thank you, pile number 4. I hope that was helpful.